Hey everybody, Robert Garcia.
Hi, Amanda Gonzalez.
We're here with the Nerd Report. It's hot.
I don't know what he was doing. He was just like...
Yeah, so we're going to get started. We're back live here at the studio. We're going to be talking about San Diego Comic-Con D23, a whole lot of stuff.
Deadpool.
Wonder Woman, Deadpool 2.
Yes.
So there's a lot of stuff to talk about. We are back. We're just trying to deal with the heat. So stick around, everybody. Nerd Report podcast for July 9th, 2018.
Ooh.
So we're going to get started right now. All right. I left my drink too. I grabbed your drink and I forgot mine.
Oh, that's fine then.
No, it's fine.
It's okay. I have my water. Cool. Oh, it's a Christmas one.
I
Never
know
mind.
that was the only cup I could find.
Okay.
So we are back. Thanks everybody for hanging out and tuning in with us. We're gonna get started with a bunch of stuff. Everything's pretty much leading up to Comic-Con.
Yes, at this point
It's
it is.
like, everything has kind of shut down. As far as, I mean, there's still nerd news, geek news, but for the most part, everybody's getting ready for San Diego Comic-Con. So we have a lot to talk about with that stuff.
Okay.
But we'll get started with, hang on, let me find it. Where are we? I think we're up. Oh, here we are. There we are. I found it. I just couldn't find the comments. I couldn't find the right link.
It's good to know you're up.
All right. Here we go. We're all dialed in. It's really hot, and we basically our AC just hits this one section
one little section
that we're kind of
right?
fighting over to make it even. So
you can see the papers. I was like, why is it still so hot for me? And he's not complaining. He's
no,
like, I feel good.
Watch,
I'm very cool.
Because eventually we're probably going to be elbowing each other just to get in that one spot where the AC is and try to huddle in that blast of cool air. But
hey, like Cusco, no touchy.
I know, right? Keep the imaginary line. So thanks everybody for hanging out. Thanks for tuning in. Robert's here. Intergalactic Mojito's here. Just please like it and share it. Let everybody know that we're online and we're going to be talking about a bunch of cool nerd stuff. And also, everybody that is with us on social media, thanks for the heads up on a bunch of stuff. I didn't get to catch up on a lot of the nerd and movie stuff. I didn't see Ant-Man and the Wasp. I had some family stuff to do with the family and the kids, so I didn't really get a chance to see it. We were doing other family stuff, so I totally missed out on it.
How about The Purge? Did you watch The Purge?
I didn't see The Purge either.
Oh, I didn't see either of those movies either.
It was a non-movie weekend for me because
I did go to the
family
movies. I saw Deadpool 2 for the
stuff.
fifth
Saw
time.
Deadpool again.
Sorry, kids. I'm probably not going to watch Ant-Man and the Wasp or the Mosca or whatever when it was. I'm probably not going to be watching those. So, but I know Robert Not Garcia went.
Yeah, a lot of our friends went. So we want to give you a chance to chime in and talk about that stuff a little bit later. But what we are going to talk about is we'll kick it off with, we can start off with some Star Wars news.
All right.
Casting news. Variety reported actually a couple days ago that Kerry Russell. Felicity. I remember from the 90s do
you remember when she cut her hair?
The curly locks. Yeah, that was a big
That
deal.
was like a scandal.
Yeah. So Kerry Russell has been cast in a role for Star Wars Episode 9. Of course, she did work with J.J. Abrams in Felicity, which he wrote. That was his really, really early work. And then she was also in Mission Impossible 3. So Variety is reporting that she's going to be cast in one of the in Star Wars Episode 9. We don't know what character. We don't know the name. And all we do know is Variety is reporting that Russell is cast in a role that calls for heavy action fight scenes.
Really? In a Star Wars movie? I'm so surprised.
Who would have thought, right?
Wow.
Never
Star Wars speculation begin now.
Never would have thought it. So we can look forward to Kerry Russell. I keep wanting to say Kerry Washington.
Kerry Washington, wife of Namde Asamoah.
I know.
Who's a legendary Raider.
But
go Raiders.
It looks like she's going to be cast in the next Star Wars movie, Episode 9. The big news, though, is, and this actually came out a few weeks ago. I would say I would say about 2 to 3 weeks ago, because Billy D. Williams does the autograph circuit, the fan events,
Right.
conventions.
He's been to a Nuke the Fridge event.
Yes, he has. He was.
Yes.
He was. I think he was at 2016 is when we had
That sounds about right.
Yeah, it was 2016. So he's very big on the convention circuit, meeting fans and doing autographs. So he actually canceled. He started to cancel some of the events that he normally attends, and it was said that he started a new diet, like a new, way of eating and a little workout regimen. So the thoughts were immediately that, okay, we're gonna see Billy D. Williams cast in episode 9. Well, it is now confirmed that Billy D. Williams is going to reprise his role as Lando Calrissian in Star Wars Episode 9.
And I know there was some speculation before, as there always is, that he is one of the guests or the cameos that we would have seen in Solo, right?
Right.
As like whoever, I don't know, Justin Theroux's throwaway.
Mhm.
Or whatever. I don't know.
Throwaway.
I don't know. So
Yeah, he's so.
That's exciting, right, nerds?
That's pretty big news, because, I mean, fans were really disappointed we didn't see him in 1. In episode 7, fans were upset. Fans were really upset that we didn't see him in episode 8. So there was a lot of speculation, and even leading up to it, that he was going to be possibly the big surprise and the reveal. Of course, Frank Oz was playing Yoda, but a lot of people were really looking forward to seeing Billy D. Williams cast in the last Star Wars movie, which he wasn't in. So we don't know exactly what his role is going to be, because everything's really changed because of Carrie Fisher's death.
Right.
So, yeah, we don't know. But we do know that Lando Calrissian is back. So Intergalactic Mojito is already saying that the news is it's emotional. So that's a big deal. I don't know why he was left out of the last 2 movies. I mean, I don't know if it's been something that they have planned for this new trilogy.
Right.
I don't know if it's something, fans are really attached to the original core characters, and now we don't have any.
Yeah.
I mean, if we look at episode 9, we're not going to have any. I mean, Skywalker, yeah, okay, he's probably going to come back as a Force ghost.
Yeah, like Chewie's like the only constant that's left.
Chewie and
no complaints. Don't even Disney.
I know, right?
Don't even think about it.
But Chewie, R2, and 3PO are the only ones that are consistent.
Yes.
And that we'll see.
How come that's not going?
Oh, it should be.
I know. That's why I mentioned it.
I don't know why it's dark. That's odd.
It's dark here in the broom closet on the Death Star.
Right. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. I have no clue, and I don't want to mess with it, because then it's
Don't touch anything. He touches things and they break. Okay, so I'll get to my chat over there. Are we missing anything in the chat?
No, let's see.
Oh, let's see. Oh, hi, Marie. Hi, Marie. Thanks for joining us, dearly departed.
Marie saying loves Billy D. Williams. Intergalactic Mojito saying that the news is emotional. Robert is talking about Ant-Man and Wasp, mini comic book from AMC. Travis Hayward is saying, Amanda, trust me when I say you would dig Ant-Man. So he's saying you should go see it.
Okay.
Okay.
But we're going to go watch Deadpool 2 again after?
I know, you can make him watch Deadpool 2 again before you can go watch Ant-Man and the Wasp. So yeah, I mean, I want to, what's everyone's thoughts about, Lando Calrissian coming back? Do you think they brought him back only because maybe they're running out of original characters? Do you think it was planned all along to have him come back in the 9th episode? Like I said, I think he should have been back for 8. He could have been, he could have had a big role in 8.
And 8 is The Last Jedi, right?
Yeah, 8 is The Last Jedi.
Okay.
So
I don't use that whole newfangled number system.
I know
that
you
all
don't.
use,
You
like, super
don't use
fans
the
use.
numeric the numerals.
No, I don't. I don't even know in Roman numerals. I get lost when that stuff happens. Super Bowl what? So.
Travis Hayward saying you better be drinking a blue Colt 45.
Billy D. Williams,
And
the cool side of the pillow.
And he would still make it cool. So, yeah, that's. I mean, I'm glad he's going to be coming back. The bummer, he's probably not going to be able to make a lot of fan events, but I believe they start filming late summer. The script is, from what I understand, the script is done, and they start filming in late summer.
That's awesome. That's exciting.
So,
I mean, exciting as it can be.
right.
So, I mean, who isn't going to be happy to see him back? How did you like, I know Solo wasn't like your favorite film, not because you're all Star Wars elitist, but how did you like Donald Glover's
Oh, he was great.
interpretation of Lando?
I thought he was great. I thought he was really good. Really,
Okay.
really good as Lando. I had no issues with his portrayal of Lando. He looked it, sounded like him, his mannerisms.
Had the right amount of cool.
Yeah, and that was actually Donald Glover's performance was a performance that I thought you could easily see that person become the Lando Calrissian that we know now. I still had an issue with the Han Solo we saw in the movie being the same person that we saw in Star Wars Episode 4.
Really? And I didn't have that. I didn't have that issue. I kind of saw it for both of them.
Yeah,
I was really happy with both of them.
yeah. So, but no, I thought his portrayal was really good.
Okay, so if you had to guess for, craps and giggles, who do you speculate that Kerry Russell is going to be?
I think her roles kind of might be something along the lines of like, what was the last actress that
Laura Dern?
Laura Dern. I think her role is going to be similar to that.
What do you do when I'm not with you?
I know.
Like
I would Google it.
through your daily routine.
I would Google it.
Okay, so something
So
along the lines
I think
of,
it's going to be something along those lines. I don't see anything. It's hard to say. It's hard to even say where the next movie's going to go. It's because I've always known that Carrie Fisher was supposed to have a very big role in Episode 9 in this next movie, and now that she's gone, I don't know where they're going to go with it. I have no clue, like absolutely no idea, because for years they had always said Princess Leia's role or General Leia's role is going to be very big in Episode 9.
Mm-hmm.
So I have no clue. I don't even want to
Still such a shame.
speculate.
Sometimes it's still hard to believe that she's not with us anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So we'll see. So that's what we have for.
Way to be a bummer.
I know. We ended on a downer.
We ended on a downer.
So that's what we have for.
Hey, while
for
we're on a
upcoming
downer,
Star Wars news.
May he rest in peace. I know recently he's the comic book artist that just passed away.
Steve Ditko.
Steve Ditko passed away.
Steve Ditko passed away, and somebody else passed away.
Tab Hunter.
Tab Hunter passed away.
Tab Hunter, Hollywood heartthrob,
Yeah.
and came out a long time before it was okay to come out. So,
Right.
May they both rest in peace. Will be missed.
Yeah.
Wonderful contributions.
But along Marvel lines, do you want to talk about Deadpool?
I always want to talk about Deadpool.
We can talk about the Deadpool stuff. Where did it go?
Yeah. Okay, but are you
So here's the official press release from Deadpool 2.
Deadpool 2. This time he's coming harder.
That's the official press release.
I didn't just
This time he's coming harder.
Oh my gosh, we were debating over who was going to get to say it. We both did.
I know. And it's the official press release from 20th Century Fox.
It is.
The digital download comes out on August 7th, and the hard copy, the 4K Ultra Blu-ray, 4K Ultra HD, and the Blu-ray come out August 21st. So you have some of the specs and some of the special features are going to be on it.
Oh yeah, but I also like the other, on social media, longer, actioner, spandexier.
Yeah.
So let's see here. Some of what you'll find on the Deadpool 2 extras and special features. There's going to be 15 minutes of brand new action and jokes lovingly inserted throughout. Don't forget never mind. And then, okay. You always walk out on the Deadpool conversation. Is it because you lost the bet? This is like the second or third time you've done this. Is it because you lost the bet? Sore loser over here.
I'm thirsty.
No, you're thirsty. Okay, so besides that, including but not limited to the special features on the Blu-ray, there'll be a gag reel, deleted and extended scenes, audio commentary, a feature called Swole and Sexy, Deadpool's Fun Sack 2, Deadpool's Lips Are Sealed, Secrets, and Easter Eggs. So that's some of the special features that you'll find on the Blu-ray and 4K and 4K plus. And then the one where everything is, the extras are inserted are going to be It's going to be the theatrical release and the one with the extras.
Right.
I think I was asking you earlier if that's like Logan with the
the
theatrical and the noir version.
And the noir version, which isn't just black and white. I mean, they actually did a lot to work with it. They didn't. I remember James Mangold said we didn't just, take away color from the movie.
Right.
He actually remastered it, and it wasn't just void of color.
Yeah.
But
it's beautiful.
The along those lines, also for San Diego Comic-Con, they're going to be premiering that super duper cut, right? That's what it's called, right? The super duper cut.
Yes, the super duper cut.
Yeah. So San Diego. You okay?
Yeah, because I wrote it in two different. Because I spaced because you were telling me that stuff earlier.
What stuff? I wasn't. What stuff?
About Comic-Con.
Oh.
Mental. In Spanish, that means silly.
Yeah. So at San Diego Comic-Con, they're going to be premiering the super duper cut. If you want to go see it, you have to have a badge. I believe for Saturday, you either have to have a 4-day badge, or you have to have a Saturday badge, because you have to go up to the sales pavilion, which is at Comic-Con. That's where they usually hand out all the lanyards and all that stuff. So you have to go upstairs to the sales pavilion, be there by 9 a.m., and they're going to give out free passes to those who want to see the super duper cut at the Grand Horton Theater in San Diego.
Ooh.
So you do have to have a badge, again, for Saturday, or a 4-day badge, and you'll be eligible to walk up and go grab the tickets and then go check out the super duper cut of Deadpool 2.
Wow. Are you getting more excited? You've got like 2 weeks to go.
Yeah. No. Well, you saw the email.
Yes.
I don't think we can talk about it yet, though. Because nothing.
He's doing it again, where he does that.
I showed Amanda, because there's press stuff going on. So once everything's like hammered out, then I'm gonna talk about it next week, because there's still stuff that's.
I wasn't trying to talk about
being jiggled around, moved around, and so.
I like things that jiggle. So what's going on?
Let's go to the comments.
Yes, because I was finishing this up. So everybody, let's do that.
What's up, YouTube? Saying he's thirsty. Yes, I am thirsty. It's hot. It is hot. Travis Hayward is saying, what if Lando is Finn's father?
Something tells me there's a few little Landos out there. Similar to like Quagmire.
I would say Lando, may have some Spawn hanging around in the galaxy.
Which reminds me, Jamie Foxx is the new Spawn. Okay, but yeah, I'm thinking, Finn and probably quite a few others.
Or what if Lando's Rey's father? I can't see that though. Why is she so force sensitive and force strong?
That's true. Plus, his child would have to be very, very cool.
She's not cool. She doesn't have the cool DNA.
Nah, she's dramatic. Her and Swolo or whatever.
Maria's saying, I hope they don't kill off Billy D. I will scream and cry just like it did for Harrison Ford. Dude, they cannot kill off.
Oh my God.
You can't. You can't kill off Billy D. Williams. You can't kill off Lando Calrissian.
You can't. Don't even joke. Don't even joke about that.
Do you think Lando would sacrifice himself?
No. No.
That was so quick.
No, I don't.
No?
No.
I think he would.
See, and look at, even Indigo is saying that something similar. I think they're bringing back Billy D just to kill him off.
No, that's...
I mean, Akbar, they didn't even... I think it's Travis that said it so eloquently that Akbar, they just kind of were walking over the bodies and oh yeah, there's him.
Yeah, the way they did Akbar was bad. That was that. I will say that was no love what they did to Akbar.
So it's nothing is sacred.
No, I mean, I get where they're going with it. I get that, characters have to die and it's more dramatic. I understand that, but you have to deal with it in a much more dramatic way rather than saying, yeah, we lost Akbar too.
Yeah.
Because that was just kind of wait, what?
Right. They just, even I was outraged at that. It's because, and then I think it was also Travis who had said that it should have been him and not the Laura Dern character. What was her name? Holdo? That would have been poetic, a poetic way for him to go out.
I could see that, but I think her character kind of had to do that because of the whole plot twist in that sense. The other thought is too, don't they have droids on the ship? Why couldn't a droid do it? Why couldn't you program a droid to do that? I don't know.
I don't know. Aren't a lot of their droids like almost like
like family?
Like sort of. Like consider BB-8 R2D2, who's L3 for Lando in like Solo.
Yeah.
That movie that you didn't like.
No, I liked it. It was okay.
You're like my daughter when I show her a shirt she doesn't like. She's like, "That's nice."
No, I'm still saying it was a fun popcorn movie, but yeah. But yeah, I don't know, but they can't kill off Lando. You can't do that.
No, never. We will revolt again, I guess.
Yeah.
But this time I'm gonna join the revolt, all you nerds. Okay. So, is that all your? No, you got more Comic-Con news.
Okay. So, Lewis is announcing that the Scare Diego presentation, which they did have last year, and that was for Annabelle and It. They're gonna have it on Wednesday, July 18th at 8 p.m. For the press. It's cocktails, get to hang out. And it's actually in a cool little. If it's the same place, it's in a cool little area.
So not for any of you.
Well, you get to see. You get to see. I think you get to see The Nun. I think they're gonna do a screening of The Nun, if I'm not mistaken.
Is that a press event?
No.
It's open.
Yeah, what they did last year for Annabelle Creation was they let you see Annabelle Creation, and then they had like a little special presentation for It that was going to be coming. They just did like a little quick, hey guys, I'm the director, looking forward to you guys seeing the movie, coming in just a couple months. But this time, It doesn't come out till like 2019.
Yeah.
So that's like well over a year away. So my understanding is that I think they're going to do something for The Nun. So it's probably going to be maybe a screening of The Nun.
That sounds exciting.
So that'll be, Lewis is saying everyone can go.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah, I think you just have to pick up your tickets. I think I did read that you had to pick up your tickets at the sales pavilion again. Once again, it's at the sales pavilion. But it does conflict with those who want to try to get like or exclusive collectibles. Because Wednesday night is always the preview night at Comic-Con. So
right.
If you want to get, some of those exclusive toys, or you want to line up for some of this exclusive Funkos and all that stuff, you'll have to miss out on the Scare Diego thing.
Oh, okay.
So you got to kind of choose which do you want to do. So you got to pick and choose. That's the only bad part. That's why I missed out on preview night last year, because we went to the movie stuff.
Yes, I recall.
So we'll see. Does he seem distracted?
Glad to see you're keeping up with the chat.
Intergalactic Mojito saying Lando should have been the one that Finn and Rose were looking for on Canto Bite.
Yep.
Totally agree.
Would have made it more interesting. Would have made that entire storyline more interesting for me.
Yes. Because
you could have taken those two and whatever it was that they were doing out of the movie, and I would not have missed a beat. Not to say that they weren't good characters or anything like that, but it was weak.
No, that part of the movie was totally weak. I agree. That was the weakest part of the movie. It was, I can't recall Benicio del Toro's character's name.
You know why? Because it wasn't memorable.
Yeah, that could have been. Yeah, they could have been looking for Lando because they have no connection to Lando. They don't know what he looks like. Yeah. They don't. There's no direct connection to Lando, so that would have been a good idea to have or to do. And I don't quite believe the thought of, well, we never thought of bringing Lando into the movie. Come on.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But then, kind of like, and spoiler alert, who hasn't seen Solo by now? Kind of the way that you refer to Maul being like a gimmick. Would Lando have been like a gimmick?
No, because I think that would have been a good part for him to play. I mean, we could totally see somehow he's connected to casinos and, he's a gambler. So that's what I would think.
Okay.
That's just my thought. Is I thought it would have been good for him to be connected to somehow like the casino world or the Las Vegas type world that they had, but
yeah,
the gambling and all that stuff. So I don't know. What do I know? I'm just a fan.
I'm trying to get you to move on to that next one that you have right there in front of you, and you just will not. You're taking your time.
Oh, the D23?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He has more notes than I do today because it's most of the news out there right now is all Comic-Con related.
It kind of is. We've kind of been like.
Even iHorror was like,
So stupid. Did iHorror have just like see Comic-Con? Is that you're like
it was just kind of like
iHorror.com and then it just says see Comic-Con. You're like, oh shoot. So yes, something that's pretty cool that I didn't have any idea that it was coming, and our friend Intergalactic Mojito, she posted it quick. She posted it actually, so that's where I saw it, and then it kind of started researching it. So at San Diego Comic-Con, I was gonna clear my throat. D23 is gonna have a presence at San Diego Comic-Con. So when we talk about D23 is trying to take over Comic-Con, or Comic-Con's trying to push D23 out of the way, they still kind of work in connection with each other. So D23, which is the fan portion of Disney, is going to be having two panels. One is going to be celebrating 90 years of Mickey Mouse, and the second one is for the 25 years of Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas.
What?
So D23, the panel is going to, for the 90 years of Mickey Mouse, the panel is going to be Friday, July 20th. It starts at 4:45 p.m. So Friday, July 20th at Comic-Con, 4:45 p.m. to 5:45 p.m. in room 6A. And the official press release says, beginning with Steamboat Willie, Mickey's career has taken him on an epic journey that has endeared him to fans around the world. D23's Justin Arthur hosts a panel including Brett Iwan, who's the voice actor, Becky Cline, director of the Walt Disney Archives, and Mark Henn, master Disney animator, who look at Mickey's legendary roles in animated films and television shows, The Magic Kingdoms, and beyond. So the 90 years of Mickey Mouse is going to be Friday, July 20th from 4:45 to 5:45 in room 6A. Now the second panel, I forgot. This one doesn't control this one. This one. The second panel is the one I'm really looking forward to. I'm going to transition back over here. So the second panel is the one really looking forward to. The Nightmare Before Christmas, 25 years, and that's going to be on Saturday, July 21st. So it's going to be the next day after the 90 years of Mickey. Saturday, July 21st from 7:45 to 8:45 at room 6BCF. And that's going to be, of course, at Comic-Con. And the official release says D23 pulls the curtain back on the classic stop-motion Halloween and Christmas favorite, Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas, with a behind-the-scenes retrospective panel featuring the team that brought the movie to life 25 years ago, including Henry Selick, who's the director, Kelly Asbury, art director, Edie Ichioka, who's the editor, and Anthony Scott, who was one of the animators. So director Henry Selick will be at San Diego Comic-Con.
That is exciting.
The panel for Nightmare Before Christmas.
That is super exciting.
So that's gonna be, I'm gonna absolutely stand in line for it. I have to see it.
Well, of course.
I really want to see both of them. But the one I'd really like to see is the Nightmare Before Christmas panel with the director, animator, art director. I mean, I think that's going to be a really good panel.
And Henry Selick, of course, is like the hero, the unsung hero of stop motion world. We have Aardman and Nick Park and everybody at Leica, and of course Henry Selick has worked with them as well. But it's Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas in name only. That is Henry Selick's movie. And say something like Monkey Bone.
Yeah.
So, or James and the Giant Peach. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty exciting. I had a chance to see him once many years ago, the second year that they did Nightmare Before Christmas in 3D at the El Cap, and he brought the first 10 minutes of Coraline, which was still in production.
Nice.
It was very cool.
Did he just do the presentation, or did he stick around for anything else?
No, he just did the panel, and then that was it. I can't say I've ever heard of him doing anything signings wise or anything.
Yeah, I've never heard of him doing a signing or doing a fan event or anything else. I've heard of him doing a lot of those. He'll do presentations,
right,
or he'll do panels, but he doesn't really do a lot of signings. That's what I've heard. He doesn't do fan events or conventions like that.
Yeah. So it's still really exciting though. So if he does do signing, are you gonna get something?
Yeah, I have to.
Okay, but do you have something in your collection that you would have him sign?
I'd have to look in the bins. I think I have a lobby card.
Ooh.
I think I have an old lobby card, and I got it at the Los Angeles Science Fiction and Comic Book Show,
Oh.
like in 2000.
You want to take my Jack poster?
No, no, I'm not lugging that big thing.
Come on, it's only like $300. It's fine. I trust you. Okay.
Hey, and really quick, see, I didn't want to announce this one yet, but I'll let Lewis. But Lewis is announcing it because, so some stuff I don't want to announce yet. But Lewis is announcing. So myself and Lewis are going to be covering the Bumblebee red carpet and panel at Comic-Con with Haley Steinfeld, John Cena, Jorge Lindeberg, Jr. Lindeborg, Travis Knight, the director, Lorenzo Di Bonaventura, and Christina Hodson. So we're going to be there on the red carpet for the press event for Bumblebee, which actually doesn't look that bad considering it's a Transformers.
Right. And
So-
he's in his original form of the
Yeah,
VW bug.
they're doing this a little bit different than the other Transformers movies. So we'll be out there. I just didn't want to say anything yet. But Lewis said it, so.
Ah.
So yeah, so a lot of stuff, like I said, a lot of it is, I mean, I think we're just going to be inundated with Comic-Con stuff.
I think
Till
so.
next week.
Kind of it is right now.
But
Like
We're-
that's why my
we're-
notes are scarce. I don't have anything to talk about.
I heard
Nah.
see San Diego Comic-Con. But the very next week, we're already talking about stuff for Midsummer Scream.
Okay, trying to butter me up.
No, we talked about it.
No, we did. We have some really exciting stuff coming up for
There's
Midsummer
pretty
Scream.
cool stuff that's coming up for Midsummer Scream that we can't say yet, right?
No,
Not yet.
no, we will keep you in suspense.
Yeah, we'll keep you in horror suspense, but yeah, we're working on stuff for that. So there's a lot going on like over the next couple weeks.
Yes,
So-
most definitely.
A lot of cool stuff.
You want to talk about your last thing on your list right there?
So yeah, we'll talk about really quick. Travis Hayward's saying I'm going to Midsummer Scream.
All right.
Sweet. Hey, Travis, are you going to be covering it or are you just going to be attending?
I believe he's going to be attending.
Is he attending?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, let us know. I want to know if he's covering it too, by chance. Earlier, Intergalactic Mojito said San Diego Comic-Con and D23 will probably always play nice, lest San Diego loses MCU. I don't think they'll lose it completely. I don't think they'll lose the Marvel Cinematic Universe entirely. I think San Diego Comic-Con is always going to have a connection to the MCU in some way. They may take off a year or two here and there like they've normally done, but I think, yeah, they'll always be connected in some way. Also, wait, Travis is saying he's just attending. Press Peep said no. Oh, bummer. But at least he's going to be there hanging out.
Yes,
He'll be with
most
us hanging out.
definitely. Absolutely.
Also wanted to talk about Superman issue 1 is coming tomorrow. Wait, what's today? Monday. 7/11. So Superman issue 1 from DC Comics. Reboot.
All right.
I forgot to tell you.
If I seem surprised,
Because I totally
it's
forgot to tell
because
you.
I am.
I forgot to tell you. So Superman.
By the way, that wasn't what was on the bottom of his list over there.
Well, we're leading to the DC universe.
Oh, I didn't know.
So yeah, we're leading towards that way. We're heading down that path.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'll say it too. DC has to do a lot of work, but Aquaman trailers coming to Comic-Con. Marvel's,
if Amber Heard can keep her mouth shut.
I know, right? God. I kind of understood what she was saying, but she shouldn't have tweeted that. That was kind of stupid. It's like, dude, some of these people just need their freaking phones taken away from them.
That's why I don't have like a
Or their-
Twitter, and
or their
I don't
tablet.
really follow that many celebrities on like social media because
See, I mean,
If I found out that like John Cusack was a dumbass, I would be disappointed. If like he couldn't spell, I'd be like, no.
I know. If you see all the typos, you're like, dude,
no,
come on.
and it would ruin it for me.
Well, I mean, you always have to think like, you appreciate their work and don't really. You may not necessarily agree with their personal views.
Exactly.
Just admire from afar. Just admire the work. That's it.
Yes.
Because you just admire the work.
You sometimes just don't want to get too close.
Right.
It's like a Monet, like freaking Clueless. It's beautiful from afar.
Right.
But you get close up, it's kind of a mess.
Just admire the work. That's all.
So, look, Indigo's asking, has anyone seen Thanos versus the Collector? I mean, Sicario too.
That's actually kind of funny. I didn't see it. I didn't see the first one. I heard the first one's good.
I didn't see it either.
I haven't seen it. I'm out of the, what was it? The one weekend it was a movie filled weekend, and then like the last couple weekends and then I saw Hereditary, but this weekend I was totally out of it. Didn't get to see any movies.
Yes, plus we were in Burbank bright and early on Friday morning.
That's right.
So.
And by the way, going back to that, please watch that video. It's really good. We did have a little bit of some technical issues, but the audio was great. Dalhousen is, God, that dude is awesome.
Yes, the sinister wordsmith. What do you call it? The purveyor of horror, or what was it? The purveyor of pain. Yes.
You could, like I was telling Amanda, I could literally sit there, have a beer with the guy, and just talk movies and horror and writing and all those things. The guy's just he's like one of those guys you kind of just want to be. Like he's just cool like that.
Yes, and it's not even just the long flowing white hair,
which I'll never
just
have.
Like just like beautiful white hair. And I swear, even when there's no breeze, it's blowing, it's flowing in the wind.
So check out the
while the picture
podcast
is somewhat choppy, the audio is really good.
Mm-hmm.
And we talk about like everything. Like for example, Del was in Lord of Illusions. Mm-hmm. He's edited books for folks like Clive Barker, and he's worked with Mick Garris and Joe Dante. Always signings there, everything. And he has a Western book, novel that's coming out.
Yeah, he just finished up a Western novel.
So, and somebody like himself, like a master of horrors, I include him in that kind of genre, that category. It's really worth a listen, and you'll really have a good time. We had an outstanding time. This guy even got to talk about Westerns and like Tombstone.
That's my other favorite genre is Westerns. I love Westerns. I even like we were talking about, I even make the trip like usually once a year. I'll go to Tombstone because I love Westerns, and I love the romanticized version of
Westerns. Not the stinky smelly version.
No.
Not the truth one.
Not the gross one, no. Just the sanitized version. Don't ruin the facade for me. So, but yeah, it's really cool. So head over there, check out that video too. Once we're done up here, and give it a like, share it. Please share it. Please let others know about it.
And there's an important message in there. Save Magnolia Park. Also get down there and visit everybody, and you'll have a good time.
Yeah, it's a great place down there. So yeah, we're gonna move on to DC, some DC stuff. Speaking of DC Comics and Superman, Gal Gadot was out visiting kids. What hospital was it? You had it.
It was the Innova Children's Hospital in Falls Church, Virginia. So she happened to be filming there.
They're filming out there right now, and she decided to visit some kids who had some very serious illnesses. So she visited the kids, and she did it in full costume, in Wonder Woman costume, which is actually really, really cool. And I've noticed a lot of celebrities are starting to do that. One of the cooler things that I saw was Robert Downey Jr. had invited a bunch of kids to his house to watch Iron Man.
Oh, how cool is that?
He invited a bunch of kids from the city. His house was inundated with children at his house, and they all hung out and watched Iron Man in his digs. So
wow.
So yeah, she was taking a bunch of photos with the kids, and
I'm gonna make an off-color comment about that when the show is done, to you only.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Well, that's very nice. That's always nice when they take time
So yeah,
to go do that.
I've known, and then Mark Hamill did it as Luke Skywalker, and then I forget who else did it. I want to say I think Tom Holland did it also.
Oh, how cool.
So yeah.
Oh, I love that Jim Cummings will call the kids and talk to them like as Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So
that's
it's actually
cool.
pretty cool.
Hey, there's the cool air. That's awesome. It just started right now.
It's been going.
It's like 43 minutes in. That's fine. That's fine.
So let's see. Lewis, wait, where are we at with the comments? Lewis is saying, let's be honest, if Ant-Man 2 was a DC film, people would be bashing it. So many plot holes and forced jokes. See, I haven't seen it yet, so I can't.
I haven't seen it because I'm not interested in it, nor was I interested in the first one. Something about what they did with Bobby Cannavale's character and how he looks just took me out of it. So, among other little details. So, I won't be watching that one.
So, Intergalactic Mojito saying the community outreach is so great. The kids love these meet and greets. And she said she's talking about she would cry if Jim Cummings called me in the Pooh Bear's voice.
Right?
Every time I see that trailer, it destroys me. It kills me.
Right? Oh my gosh! I was going to the bathroom. I went to see Incredibles 2 with two of my kids, and it stopped me dead in my tracks. I was just like, oh.
Yeah, it's
Christopher Robin.
I already know it. I don't even know if I want to take my kids to see it because my kids are just gonna stare at me. Like, what's the matter with you?
Oh, and actually, speaking of the outreach, and this guy right here, Deadpool, pay up. One of the kids, when they're talking about in the movie about what they'll name their kid when they have a kid, him and Vanessa, one of the names that they say is Connor. And that was the name of the little boy who just recently passed away. And he was like, according to Ryan Reynolds and Deadpool, the #1 Deadpool fan.
Oh, okay.
He was the young boy that he was like 13 and had cancer for a very long time. And so, and one of his Make-A-Wish was like to hang out with Ryan, but Ryan Reynolds maintained a relationship and friendship with him. So that's why one of the kids' names is Connor.
Oh.
So just a little Deadpool Easter egg there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then it goes
cool.
along with this. I took it back to Marvel.
It's okay. It's all superhero stuff.
Exactly.
Speaking of superheroes, Incredibles 2 is now the highest grossing animated feature film of all time.
What?
Incredibles 2. I still like it. I know some people were saying that it's not as good as the first one or saying that it was a little long. I loved it. I still love it. I would actually go see it again.
No, my only thing was that the villain was so predictable.
It was.
That was my only qualm about
actually,
the
I thought
movie.
it was going to be Bob Odenkirk's character. I thought that was going to be the bad guy, the antagonist.
No.
I didn't know it was going to be the sister.
I did right away. I kind of.
I thought it was going to be.
She was too tech savvy, and it was too in line with what the villain was doing.
Well, it tricked me.
Oh.
That's not
hard. But so does this.
Just getting this on the internet. Wow.
That's not saying much.
That's not.
But the parts with Edna Mode and Jack.
Oh, those were
unbelievable.
Awesome.
So cool.
And yeah, the raccoon scene with Jack and the fight. Yeah. So, so it's now the highest grossing animated film, and it is, I think, the 4th highest superhero film. I think it even beat, I want to say, and I would source what I'm going to say, but I believe it might have beat out The Dark Knight or maybe the last Batman movie.
It has right now the distinction of being, its milestone was, it's the biggest grossing movie of all time that isn't rated PG-13.
Wow.
So all the other top movies that are there are PG-13. This one is not.
So
it has that distinction.
So we'll see Incredibles 3. We'll see
think?
Incredibles. Oh yeah.
Was that?
That was me.
Focus.
It was.
Focus.
It was me. Sorry.
Stop reading your text right now.
I know.
I'm chatting with the people.
I know. I got to get back. Okay, I'm back.
Okay, so we talked about. That's my notes right there. I mean, do you guys care that there's a Men in Black 3? No, it's not even 3. It's okay, here's something interesting about it, though. It's got not only Chris Hemsworth, but Tessa Thompson,
Okay.
who is Valkyrie, in case you don't know.
Right.
And I love Thor Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to Netflix, I've now seen it like 11 times.
Oh my gosh.
I have seen it so many times. So, but yeah, so she's in it. Also, Liam Neeson's. I like to say it that way because of Key and Peele. Liam Neeson's. And Kumail Nanjiani is going to be like an alien sidekick, kind of like Frank the Dog was their little sidekick.
Okay.
Or really the first thought that came to mind was like Joe Pesci and Lethal Weapon.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
So like one of those. So it's kind of interesting. I still really like the first two Men in Black movies.
What came out first? Was it Lethal Weapon with Joe Pesci, or was it Goodfellas?
Ooh. I want to say Goodfellas.
Did it?
I want to say. Let's
Because
find
I
out.
remember seeing him. I remember seeing Joe Pesci in.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. I want to say. I almost want to say that maybe Lethal Weapon came out first,
Let's see.
and then
Goodfellas is 90.
90, right?
And ay mierda.
I want to say it came out before. I think it did. Because
90. No, because didn't he not come along until Lethal Weapon like 3? He was married to Angie Everhart. Sorry, focus.
Intergalactic Mojito saying Goodfellas. Goodfellas was first. Then Lethal Weapon 4.
Lethal Weapon 2 was in 1989.
But which
But Goodfellas is in 1990.
so
So
wait,
his character debuted in Lethal Weapon 2 before.
so it was
He was Leo Getz in Lethal Weapon 2.
because I remember seeing Lethal Weapon, and then when he was in Goodfellas, like I was shocked at his character in Goodfellas.
Really?
Yeah, thinking like, oh damn, this guy was in Lethal Weapon 2? Is this the same guy? No, because I mean,
I remembered him from Moonwalker.
oh gosh. My dad was a big boxing fan, so I remembered him from Raging Bull.
Yeah, okay.
So I remember seeing him in Raging Bull, and then I remember seeing him in Lethal Weapon, and then when he was in Goodfellas, I was like blown away because he was so damn violent and good in Goodfellas.
You know, I watch like crazy, you know how much I'm into horror movies, and I watch crazy crap ton of horror movies. I cannot watch Goodfellas, and I cannot watch Casino.
You can't watch Goodfellas?
No,
Why?
The violence is too real. I watch movies to escape reality. I'll watch
Well-
a documentary if I want to get a dose of reality.
I remember I went to go see Goodfellas with my mom and dad in the theater. And the opening scene when they pop the trunk open and they start stabbing the guy, that was mind-blowing to me because it was so real. The way that scene just the way the whole thing kicked off. I was like a young teenager, but when I saw that, it's like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, no, it's too, and then it's Casino, the one where he gets buried in the desert, like with his brother, but they're still breathing when they get buried. Like that's just, it's too much for me.
Yeah, I'll never forget that scene.
Yeah.
That scene still blows me away, even when I watch it on Blu-ray, because I still watch it every once in a while.
Yeah, I don't. So that's my thing, is that I can't deal with like real life violence.
Travis is saying Amanda can't watch Goodfellas.
No, I can't. And you know what else I can't watch? Heat, because it's too damn long.
Heat is great.
Heat is too long.
We've had this discussion before.
If it's on
about
TV
Heat.
with commercials, it's on for 5 hours. That's not right.
Goodfellas was on, or no, I'm sorry, not Goodfellas. Godfather was on the other day.
Are you comparing Heat to The Godfather?
Well,
I wouldn't.
Well, it's kind of, I mean, not in the same realm, but I mean, Al Pacino, and
I like how that's
I'm
your,
trying to make the
that's
connection.
your defense, or Al Pacino.
Al Pacino
okay,
and
Vito Corleone. Go.
Robert De Niro.
The family he named after the town that he was from.
Well,
in Italy.
but that's from part 2. That's not from the first Godfather.
Well, actually, it's from the book.
No. I'm talking about the two actors, just the actors. The
Well,
correlation.
yeah. Because he plays Michael and then and a young Vito, yeah.
Yeah.
I know Godfather. I'm one of the few people that actually is all right with part 3. I don't know, sometimes.
It's okay.
It's all right. It's not as, I mean,
was a little
you know.
disappointed with it. I saw that on Christmas Day at the theater with my dad. I was a little disappointed in it.
Oh, Travis says The Godfather's a classic. I get it, but it's way too overplayed.
I saw it again. Sat through the whole movie Sunday night. No, Saturday night. Saturday, Sunday, or
Your
Friday.
days are melding together.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, I saw the entire movie again. Still holds up. Never drags. Still.
2 is superior, though.
No, two. Oh, two. I think 2 is.
Yeah, 2 is superior.
I've constantly said that part 2 is. This is probably the rare instance where the sequel is better than the first one. For Godfather 2, that's just my opinion. That the sequel is better than the first one, and it's hard to top the first one because the first one's so good.
That's how I feel about Scream. Scream is good, but I think Scream 2 is better.
Scream 2 is solid.
It's menacing. It's disturbing.
It's pretty solid.
It's darker than the first one.
And then Scream 3 is okay, and then
that one's like great campy fun.
Yeah,
that's good campy fun. So
it's aight. So let's talk about anything that you guys want to talk about.
Let's talk about whatever because Comic-Con.
I know it's so much Comic-Con stuff.
And I'm not even complaining. I'm actually I'm excited he's gonna get to sit in the panel with Henry Selick there. Maybe even possibly ask a question.
Can you sign Amanda's poster? No.
Oh
okay.
my God. No. My favorite question to ask is, how is a raven like a writing desk? Because there is no answer. It's classic Disneyana. That's Walt Disney trivia right there. How is a raven like a writing desk? There is no answer.
Robert's saying like Empire Strikes Back. Yeah.
Yeah. See, there you go.
Empire Strikes Back. See, it's those rare instances where a sequel is better than the first one.
Oh, I love that. Mojito says Scream was so scary that it made all of the sequels not scary.
I see where she's coming from.
That's interesting. But she agrees with Travis that part 2 is way too long. But is part 2 still when during the days of cinema when they would take intermissions?
I believe it was in the theater.
Because I know we've outgrown that since as a movie-going audience.
And
but
then
that used to be not the norm, but it was commonplace.
I think it was. I think Godfather and Godfather 2 was in the era when you would take an intermission.
Yeah.
Because I know that's the way it's set up when we had the original VHS tapes. They were 2 tapes.
Yeah. No, that's awesome.
So I remember that, but I want to say those were still the era of intermissions because the movie was so long.
That could possibly make sense then.
So.
I had the double VHS of Natural Born Killers.
There was double?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Natural Born Killers is a really long movie.
I only saw
Dude, that's Robert Downey Jr. in that too. People probably don't know about that because they know him since he's been well.
Right. Oh, I know.
Since he's been well, they don't know about like Less Than Zero.
The Less Than Zero days?
Yeah, when my kids are like hero worshiping RDJ, I'm like, let me show you this movie.
Intergalactic Mojito saying, I think so. That was intermissions were still happening during the 70s. I want to say they were. Robert saying, I met Joe Pesci. He was visiting his ex-wife.
At the women's prison.
At the
what's
women's
up?
prison. What?
Hey, what's up, Not Garcia? You know, I was really thinking
that
of
info.
And that's when you got his autograph?
On the guest sign-in book. Intergalactic Mojito saying I have the double VHS of the 10 Commandments.
Oh, that sounds biblical.
My grandma has that. Well, had that. I don't know what happened to it.
I think everyone's abuela has that.
I know. Oh, dude, do you remember when that was like a big deal during Easter and stuff?
Oh my God. No, I'm a heathen.
No, but that never played in your house?
No.
Like, for us,
no, we actually went to church.
Like it was a big deal. Like, my grandma would make us watch the 10 Commandments with Charlton Heston.
No.
Yeah, like during Easter, like any like Christmas. Yeah, she would, if it was on, we would watch it.
No, we watched The Exorcist the one time a year when it would come on TV. That's probably different.
No,
though.
we did watch that too. That was on Channel 13.
Yes.
No, but it was weird. Like my grandma was very serious about Charlton Heston and the 10 Commandments.
Dang. Oh, one movie I did get forced to watch was Barabbas with like the late great Anthony Quinn.
Oh yeah.
So I had to watch that, but that's about it.
Oh
hey, check it out. Nerd Report.
Lewis saying he has an interview with Bobcat Goldthwait at Comic-Con.
That's exciting.
That's gonna be for his new show. The Mind. Oh, I can't recall the name of it.
That's awesome, though. I'm glad to see him working and doing some stuff.
He's coming out with a new show. It's they're gonna premiere. Well, I don't know if they're gonna premiere it, but I think they're gonna have a panel, and it's called The Mind of Bobcat, something like that.
That's excellent.
And there is a trailer on. I believe it's on YouTube already, and it looks distorted. It looks. It's weird. It's
like,
very different.
More than when he was the voice of like a stuffed bunny.
Yeah. No. It's
like weirder than when he debuted in the what is it, Police Academy movie?
Yeah. No. It actually looks pretty funny though. But check it out. It's on YouTube. It actually is it's a new show, and I believe it's coming to True TV, the same network that has Impractical Jokers.
Oh, okay, right on.
And it's going to be a series of different stories. But yeah, he's writing it, and I know that they're going to have a big panel for it at San Diego Comic-Con. So
sweet.
That'll be out there. So
that's awesome. Well, congrats, Lewis. Take pictures for all of us.
Anything else that you guys want to mention? Anything else you guys want to talk about? We can even talk about Halloween.
I want to talk about Halloween, like just because, like in
Midsummer
general.
Scream. A press release came out saying that Queen Mary is going to be at Midsummer Scream, and they're going to I think they're going to present all their mazes and everything that's going to be going on for Halloween.
Yeah, you talked about that last week.
So, well, they sent another one.
They already sent one.
I got one today.
Only one at a time. Don't be greedy.
Travis Hayward saying Beetlejuice the Musical is premiering in Washington, D.C. this October in a pre-Broadway engagement. Tickets are available for pre-sale now. General public on Friday. It will arrive on Broadway in 2019. So that's coming. What? Are you getting personal messages?
No, just Beetlejuice the Musical.
Oh. Intergalactic Burrito Hot Toys has the 6th scale coming soon. Diana. Oh my gosh, I can't read that. That is way too small for me.
My mascara? I know it doesn't say that.
I know what you mean. Neon Iron Man, Captain America, and Black Panther.
And T'Challa's father. Ooh.
They're expensive, though. They're pricey.
They are. You know, I was just at Box Lunch the other day with my eldest, and they have a line. I think I sent you a picture. A line of merchandise for the Emperor's New Groove.
Did you see the shirt, the Jack shirt?
No, I was looking at the Emperor's New Groove. That's what I sent you a picture.
You didn't see the Incredible shirt, the Jack shirt with it's like retro style shirt, but it's the laser beams from Jack's eyes.
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, I bought that shirt.
Oh my gosh, no, I love that. And then like they have some Up merchandise.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have like a cardigan that has the house on it, but then it has like the Wilderness Explorer patch and the grape soda thing.
Their stuff is pretty cool.
It's very cool, but it's kind of pricey.
No, it is kind of pricey, but the weird thing is, like, growing up, these stores weren't around. Like when you were a teenager, I was a teenager.
The closest was like Spencer's.
Right. And it wasn't really licensed directly, like licensed merchandise, right? Like from Disney movies or animation.
Yeah, no, nothing like what it is now.
So it's so weird because a lot of the stuff I want to buy, but then I'm like, dude, I can't wear that. That's
right.
I'm too old to wear
I was
that.
pissed when the knee-high Converse came out, and I was like fucking 30. Oh, excuse me.
You're fine.
I was like 30 when those came out, and I was like, dang it, I can't wear these. They don't look right.
Yeah. I know. I run into the same thing. Like, I see stuff and I'm like, damn it, I would totally wear this, but I can't wear it now.
Yes.
Damn it.
Oh,
I'm
my
in the
gosh.
wrong era.
Yeah, I know.
So.
Because my eldest was taking me around. Oh, look at this. And he loves all the same stuff that I do.
Yeah.
And so he's like, oh, hey. And look, and you know, it's all good for him. He's about to be 20. It's fine.
Right.
But for me, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah.
I know. Everybody's calling me out for my language.
It's okay.
I'll wash my mouth out with soap.
You've heard worse in horror movies and The Godfather.
Oh, Mojito mentioned Suncoast. You know what I have? I have a receipt from Suncoast when we put something we like ordered something.
Oh, when you reserved it.
Yeah, when we reserved something.
Or,
so I
yeah.
still have one like that, and it's all handwritten out.
Oh my gosh.
I have that. I still have my Blockbuster card. I do.
I do miss Suncoast though. They had some of the coolest box sets.
They really, really did.
Really had some of the coolest box sets, and I used to go to Suncoast at the Montebello Mall. I applied for a job there, and they never hired me.
It sounds like another Fat Beach story, guys.
That is another story. I was mad. I was like, who knows more about movies than me? I watch movies all the time. And, yeah, they didn't hire me. Maybe they talked to the people at Toys R Us. No,
Fat Beach, that guy.
No, see, I brought Toys R Us down. It took me 20 years, but I did it. So don't cross me.
This guy is salty por vida.
Don't cross me, because I will bring you down. It may be 2 decades, but I will bring you down.
That's so wrong.
Intergalactic Mojito saying Lego has an RC Batmobile coming this fall.
Oh, that's cool.
That is pretty cool. Robert saying he used to go there too, the Montebello Town Center. It's not called a town center anymore. I can't remember who owns
Is
the
it?
mall. Yeah.
Oh.
I forget. It's some other big mall company took it over. But
like probably Westfield or something.
yeah, it's something like that. It is something like that.
I was sad I didn't get to go to the Marie Callender's in there. I love pie. You know, like pie and coffee is my thing.
Yeah, Marie Callender's is gone.
That whole little wing over there, they like redid.
But they did bring in a Lucille's.
This guy's a slave to name brands.
You don't like Lucille's?
Well, like, I mean, like, it's cool.
Oh my gosh.
Like, it's cool.
Westfield.
Mine slowed down.
Oh.
You just didn't want me to get any more air, huh? I got closer for more air. He's on, no, let me bring it.
No, here, I'll bring it to you. Stay on your side, because I'm getting all the air on this side. Let's see. Anything else? Do we have anything else?
So let's see. Oh, Marie says, haha, 38. That's a joke from Rocky Horror.
Oh.
Travis just went to see Barry Bostwick, who's Brad from Rocky Horror, get his hands in cement at the Vista.
Is it right in front of the Vista?
Yeah. It was right in front of the Vista, and then he introduced the movie afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Yep, pretty cool.
I've only been there a couple times. I don't go see movies there that often.
Oh, and this coming weekend is Tiki Night at the Egyptian.
That's what I wanted to talk about.
And
I totally forgot about it.
There's going to be a Raleigh Crump documentary that's going to play. Raleigh Crump, next to like Ex Atencio, is one of the fathers of modern Disneyland as you know it.
Are you going?
I really, really want to. I really want to.
Is it? It's not there. You don't need tickets to get into like the shopping area, right? Where they have all the
no, I don't believe
the tiki stuff. It's just if you want to view the movies.
Yeah, so it's that one and another documentary, and they're both playing that night. But it's really cool. I can't even like Raleigh Crump's designs were the ones that ultimately he's the one that came up with most of the ideas inside of the Haunted Mansion. And then so if you were to go to say like Walt Disney World, outside of the Haunted Mansion there, they have a cart and it's like a World of Wonders type cart. And it's almost like Madame Leota's cart there. And so that's actually his ideas were the ones that finally put it into motion.
Oh, okay.
So,
wow.
But because it had been in development hell for like 10 years.
Yeah, for a really, really long time.
Yeah. It's a lot of interesting stuff about him in that book that Zeke has.
Intergalactic Mojito is saying it's Free Slurpee Day at 7-Eleven this Wednesday.
What?
Yeah, Free Slurpee Day.
Oh, hey. Oh, and What's Up YouTube is commenting on your Jason Bourne shirt.
Oh, this is for the Blu-ray and DVD release. Yeah, the T-shirt was for the DVD release.
Nerd.
So, are we good?
Yeah, why not?
I think we're done.
I think so.
So, Monday is going to be the week of San Diego Comic-Con. Are we going to talk about anything else other than Comic-Con?
Well, if iHorror and anybody else decides that something's really going on.
I think iHorror is like, dude, we're out. We got nothing now.
Like Joe Bob Briggs was our last real big iHorror story. Joe Bob Briggs, and then like it's Child's Play reboot. They're rebooting the movie.
Brad Dourif is not going to do the voice. Don Mancini's not part of it.
Yeah, and they're They're like fast tracking it.
So but they're still connected to the television show, right?
I guess as far as I know,
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that franchise. I don't know exactly what the deal is with the movie without Don Mancini, without Brad Dourif, but then the television show has them, and it's supposed to be a continuation of the story.
That's weird.
So yeah, I don't know what's going on over there with
Almost
them.
like a Freddy's Nightmares kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like when Freddy's Nightmares continued the stories.
Right.
There was some connections there in between the movies and the show, but not really.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't either.
All right. So I think that's it.
I think that's it. We're going to let you guys go.
Yeah, we'll be back next Monday, probably. Well, I guess maybe like talking about all the stuff that we actually will be doing.
Yeah, and I keep wanting to do like just like an AMA thing, just like, hey, let's just talk about whatever. Because he gets boring, this guy.
So we'll be back next Monday. Please, before you guys head out, hit the like button and share it. Share the podcast. But make sure to hit the like button. Let us know that you're here. And we want to do more live stuff with guests. Yeah, we are kind of working on something for Midsummer Scream. I really hope it works out.
Hi, Mick Garris.
Stalking him. You're all over
I am not.
one.
I'm admiring him from afar with my weird hands.
In the bushes. It's not stalking unless he knows I'm here. But, yeah, we are working on stuff. But, again, it basically comes down to the more views, the more likes we get, the more stuff we can do, the more stuff that opens up for us. And, we can kind of bring you guys along and partake, and all of us will have a good time with it. So please share it. Please hit the like button and let everybody know about the podcast. We're here every Monday night. And if anybody watches and you're kind of like a little intimidated, you don't want to kind of jump in because you might be a little nervous, please, by all means, join the chat.
Yes.
Talk to us. Hang out. This is totally not a judgmental area or zone. We just love talking about movies and comics or comic books and, all that cool stuff. So by all means, you're welcome to join in the chat and talk with everybody and make new friends and, have a good time. That's all what this is. It's just to have a good time and
hang out and go to movies
out.
And meet each other at screenings, because that's how I've met quite a few of our Nerd Report folks.
Yeah.
It was like people or folks, and it blended. Oh, and look, Ed Gal, he's late to the party, but he's here.
But he made it.
That's right.
So, again, thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Thanks for tuning in and chatting with us. We will be back on Monday, probably talking about Comic-Con. We're going to find some other stuff to talk about, too.
Yeah, let's do a list of something.
We will. And then Amanda will probably tell us what Mick Garris' house looks like.
I will. I know.
All right,
I'm just
everybody.
kidding, Mr. Garris. Contact me. Let's talk this out.
I'm just kidding. All right, guys. Thanks again.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate it. We'll see you next week.
Bye. Nerd out. Nerd.
You're a dork. What's up with that? What happened?
I don't know.
And it was weird because when Lewis was on live earlier, I was getting all his comments in here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I don't know why I was getting them.
Hey, dude, tell him to go and do a nerd chat and get his own fucking audience.
See.
Are you going to unplug the mic so he